To talk about great things that are happening here in Central Iowa. You think summer, you also think about a pretty big film festival going on, the 48-hour film festival, and there's a deadline and a bunch of activity coming up in just a matter of days. So we have Katie Ortman joining us from the Des Moines Social Club, who is the Program and Outreach Director. Thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the 48-hour film festival and that project that people get excited about here locally in Des Moines.
Yeah, so it's basically a 48-hour team filmmaking competition. So teams have just one weekend and 48 hours to create a short film between 4 and 7 minutes, and they have to do all elements.
Okay, so how does this all come about? How do you get a team together? How do you get the topics? How do you get the subject matter? How does that all work?
Well, some of our teams are film professionals who participate kind of to flex their creative muscles, but we have other teams of high school students or families or people who just create films once a year for the 48-hour film project. But we'll kick everything off this Friday at 6 o'clock, where teams will pull a genre from a hat, and they will be given a required character, prop, and line of dialogue that they must use in their short film.
And that's it.
So 6 a.m. this Friday or 6 p.m.?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay. So let's talk about the deadline. Is there an amount of people that need to be in a group that's participating, or could it just be one person? Obviously, that'd be a little difficult.
It could be one person. That'd be a lot of work,
it could be. Okay.
Yeah.
So it could go one person to as big as your team needs to be.
No team limit. You can sign up all the way until kickoff at 6 o'clock on Friday.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the deadline is Friday, which is coming up the end of this week. But if you literally want to say, hey, we're doing this, guys, you can go there 6 p.m., say I'm in, and draw what your genre is going to be.
And the nice thing is it's only one weekend of commitment, so if you're still thinking about it, you still have time to sign up.
All right, how long have you been doing this?
This is my second year doing this, but 48-Hour Film Project has existed in Des Moines for a number of years, since 2004 or 2005, I believe.
Okay, and you had some pretty creative, endeavors coming out of this project, too.
Oh, absolutely. And there's probably 130 or 140 other cities across the country and across the world that do 48-Hour Film Project. And for a city of Des Moines size, we have a pretty large number of teams. We'll have between 30 and 40 teams
30 and 40, really?
Yes.
Okay, and so what happens at the end of the 48 hours? Does everybody just sit down and watch the films, or do you go through them and then evaluate them?
Well, right at the end of the 48 hours, most of the teams go home and sleep. I'll watch the films, and then we'll do screenings of all of them at Fleur Cinema on August 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
From there, we'll have judges judge the films and go on to a best of Des Moines screening.
So you have a little bit of a breather here, a couple of weeks.
Yep.
To regain your composure.
That's right.
All right.
So you have the project, which leads into the festival. As you said, the screening is August 1st and 2nd, but then you have your own awards ceremony with the local films that then can go on to even a bigger opportunity, correct?
Yeah, yep. So the winning film from Des Moines will go on to compete against the other winning films from all the other cities at an event called Filmapalooza.
Filmapalooza. Of course it is. All right. What kind of topics are drawn from this hat, like that you can remember?
The different genres.
Yeah, different genres.
Oh, it's everything. And they actually pull a slip with 2 different genres, and you can choose between the 2 or choose to combine them.
Really? Like what type of things, for example?
Oh, action, silent film, musical, comedy, drama, Western.
Okay, so it's really general like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And as you said, it mixes the pros with the amateurs, so you get a little bit of everything. But what do you think makes a really great, 4 to 7 film that's being turned around in 48 hours?
Good question. I really think it's the story. Obviously production quality is important, but it's not everything. So I'd really encourage anyone interested in participating to just try it out.
So what kind of cameras are they using for you need the really fancy cameras, or do you just use your iPhone?
Anything.
Oh, really?
Yep. We did have a team last year film on an iPhone. And iPhone cameras are pretty good these days, so
they are.
You can make it work.
All right.
Yeah.
What was the most fun project that you saw last year? You said you've been with this for a couple of years. What's the one that put a smile on your face?
Oh, good question. I really liked, we had a winning film last year called The Stepmother, and they actually went on to win Best Use of Line of Dialogue at Filmapalooza against all of the other city winners, which is pretty cool to see coming from a city like Des Moines.
Absolutely, and an opportunity for everybody. Is there a cost if you want to participate?
There is a cost.
Okay.
We are in the late registration phase, but like I said, it's open until Friday.
Okay.
And what do you win if you win the different awards? Do you win just the ability to move on in the competition, or what do you win?
We have some prize packages to be announced that will go out at the awards ceremony on August 16th at Fleur Cinema.
Okay, so some important dates to keep in mind. One coming up very quickly, and that is the deadline and also the beginning of the 48-hour film project. If you'd like to still be a part of it, or if people want to learn more about what it takes to maybe put one of these projects together, because like, oh yeah, 48 hours totally can do that, and it takes a lot of people and a creative energy, because you're drawing your genre right then and there. But if they want to learn more, where should they go for that?
The website is 48hourfilm.com/Des Moines.
Okay, perfect. So if you want more details, you can go there. Then make sure you mark down August 1st and 2nd, and that's when the film festival begins, 48-hour film festival. And then you said there'll be awards later on in the month of August as well. We'll see if any of our films move on to the next level.
Yeah.
But people can really think about it until Friday. You can register up until they start drawing the slips of paper out to get their topics and things like that. What's the average size of a team?
You know, I think smaller teams tend to fare a little bit better just because you don't have many people trying to make decisions, but teams are anywhere from 4 or 5 people to 15, 20 people.
15 or 20? That's a full-blown production then, isn't it?
We've had some bigger than that.
Unbelievable. What gets you excited about this project that you want to encourage others to be a part of it coming up this weekend?
Man, I really think just getting to go to the screenings at Fleur, well, first, seeing teams create a product in such a short amount of time is so amazing, and then getting to watch them all at Fleur Cinema is really fun for the film community and anyone interested in film or just wanting to check it out.
But see, I think it'd be fun to be there toward the end when they have to turn them all in, just to see what kind of shape people are in when they give you the film. So they give you the film on a thumb drive, or how do they deliver it to you?
It can be DVD or USB drive, and we have a very strict cutoff at 7:30 on Sunday. If you're even a second late, we cannot accept your film.
Oh, really?
Got to abide by the rules.
That's true.
Running in. Literally.
I'm sure you have some great stories. Okay, so when they all get turned in and we get a little bit closer to the viewing and the actual festival, you'll have to let us know so we can learn more about this year's 48-hour film project, which does kick off this Friday. If you want more details, head over to the website, and you still have an opportunity to get involved. 48hourfilm.com/Des Moines.
All right, looking forward to see what's created out of this. It'll be a lot of fun.
Likewise.
Thank you so much for being here. It is